Oh, hi everyone. Welcome if you're new. My name is Claire, not Crystal, and I'm here to help you on your twin flame journey, empowering your inner divine feminine, divine masculine, regardless of your gender. So if at any point I am saying this, like you're the person that I'm talking about, and your person's the other one, like say you're the divine feminine and your person's the divine masculine, but it's the other way around, then just take it however it resonates. And I usually say him as divine masculine and her, or the female as a divine feminine and the male as a divine masculine, and it's just because that's what's easiest for me. So just change whatever is for your situ, and let's just do this very quickly because I've been channeling 2 videos and I can feel my throat's a wee bit scratchy, and I just feel it is because I didn't get much sleep last night, and I really just want to wind down for my Friday now. So like I say, if you're new around here, because I've got a lot of new subscribers, I'm so, yeah, I'm just like, I'm really grateful for all of you. Like I don't want to start crying or anything, but like I'm really grateful. And it has really been like climbing a very, very steep mountain. I can't help but laugh at the fact that it's Moon conjunct Pluto and Capricorn, and Capricorn's the mountain goat. But yeah, like I said, Capricorn's ruled by Saturn. And Saturn's a hard taskmaster, and Saturn in whatever sign you've got can really be about your work ethic. And mine is in Scorpio in the first house, so I'm a very hard worker when it comes to what I do. I was the same when it came to working with children too. Like I just put my absolute all into my work, and yeah, any job I've had like that. I mean, it's just I'm passionate about it, but because my work for the past, longer than 10 years, but the majority of 10 years in public anyway has been about the energy healing and everything. It's I like attaining things through hard work. Like Scorpio's brutal pain, you know what I mean? Like so it's and like I said, it's this journey on here's been no different. Sorry, I'm just the thing from before is just popping up there. And it has, yeah, it's been like climbing a mountain, but I couldn't have got up this far up the mountain, and we're not to the top yet, without all of you. So thank you for making it so fun. My hashtag oldies, my OGs, and welcome if you're new to the Soul family. It's very fun around here, and not just because I'm fun, everyone else is fun too. We don't have a lot of people that talk and comment, but the people that do are fun, and we've got lovely lurkers as well. And sometimes, occasionally, I manage to convert the lurkers into chatters. Love it. So, and again, I see it as that I'm 79% introvert, would you believe? I mean, is that unheard of? You know what I mean? But it's not really like, like, you know, I mean, what I'm saying is there's other people that are like me like that on here, but it's, yeah, I've got a Leo midheaven, so I do come to life when I'm on video, live video, or pre-recorded video. I like doing both. It depends on my mood. But yeah, the rest of the time I am very introvert. I spend a lot of time myself because I want to. And when I spend time with people that I care about, it's like my favourite people kind of thing. Do you know what I mean? Like I say, I'm very all or nothing. Like you said, so I've just had a lovely wee lunch with my mum and dad today. And my dad doesn't really do that very, like my dad doesn't go out and have like he doesn't go out for like I actually done with my dad in the summer. It was really nice. Me and him just went, and it was one of the really hot days. And we just got like a wee snacks and a wee drink for lunch one day. I can't remember why, but he doesn't do that a lot. So that was quite nice. Um, and and then tomorrow I'm spending the afternoon with my best pals. You know what I mean? And that's kind of and if it wasn't her, it'd be like my other best pals. You mean that's kind of like wow. Because most weekends I just spend that alone, and that's how I want to spend it. So anyway, just share, just having a little. So maybe the people that I'm going to be tapping into today are hermits. Do you know? I had felt like I might be channeling a message for like a twin flame couple that are already married or in union. But we'll just see. It might be one of the next ones I'm going to do. But I felt like I was being told that. So where is the feminine at and the physical? Oh, so first of all, a song came on today. And I was like, that's beautiful. And I was like, is that just a random song? But I'd actually put it in my saved songs. Um, it's something about waves. I'm gonna have to put I think I must have heard it on a program or something. It's like, I'm caught up in the wave of you. I can't go that high. Wait a minute, I screenshotted it, that'll be easier. Right, so it's called Wave of You, Surfaces. And the lyrics were, I think I'm caught up in a wave I feel about you. I don't know how I can be so drawn into you. I think I'm falling deep. I think I'm caught up in a wave of you. Go upside down, I'm tiptoeing under the sea. Now that interested me because I kept pulling that card that said to the sea. So remember, the sea is your emotions. And right now as I'm filming this, it's the moon, which is your feelings and your emotions, conjunct Pluto, which is transformation, death, rebirth, brutal, because that's what rules Scorpio. But I've got Pluto 0 degrees in Scorpio, so that's why it's like, if you don't want the brutal truth, don't hang around here. Yeah. So it's just, yeah, a lot of repressed subconscious feelings can be coming up to the surface right now. But anyway, listen to the song. It's a nice wee song. To me, it was like feeling like a masculine was like completely smitten, fallen in love, and just caught up in a wave of you. Do you know what I mean? So like a wave too, it could have something to do with twin flame waves, you know what I mean? Like the wave that you're in. Because I always say, like, you know, well, I don't always say it, but I say it when it comes up. The waves of twins. But there's something about the sea. Wait a minute, let's shuffle Wame actually, because that's what that card is, to the sea. If that comes out, I'm like doing the face again that I do daily. You want to tell us anything about that song or the tribe? I don't get a good. It's so weird. Like just lately, when I keep pulling that card, I keep thinking it's like a community around somebody that it isn't their tribe anymore. You know what I mean? Like the person's changed that much that it's not, or like there's been a betrayal within a community. Because that could be soul family as well, but it's like that's, and again, that makes sense as a moon conjunct Pluto just now. It's like, you know, that's making me super psychic, especially because I've got Neptune in Capricorn, so this is making me super psychic actually, like more than usual. Tell us about the tribe. So there's something about, yeah, there's something about a community turning on someone for some reason. Same shit, different day. That could be the new jingle. Milk and honey. So that is the union card. It's one of the union cards to me because milk and again, I'm like, that's just filthy. But anyway, milk and honey, holy grail union is what it calls for the 144. And it's but this just talks about happiness in this card. But yeah, I feel there is some backlash from a community about a masculine wanting to have a union with their twin flame. Definitely that. So that's the story today. Time to go. So I feel whoever this masculine is, whether you are a female masculine or a male masculine, you have expressed to several people around you, whether it be friends, family, colleagues, or a mixture of all of it. And I think they've got a problem with it. But this masculine's like, it's time for me to go. My lessons are learned. This is not, you're not my people. This isn't my tribe. Or it might not be that extreme. And it might just be like, look, I don't care what you've got to say. Like, this is time to go to my union. Well, fucking hell, we're definitely channeling some intense Pluto conjunct the moon energies today. What else have we got here? Oh, fuck. Flexible. Because I think they're saying to me that this masculine before was like being a bit of a people pleaser. Like this always sort of comes up. It has been coming up, like too accommodating to others around them and not listening to their deeper feelings. And I feel this is kind of real time. Someone's like, it's time to go. Like it's time to leave where I am. and go towards where I want to go. And I'm not being flexible about that anymore. Yeah, it's just, I can feel it. It's a strong energy that I'm feeling. Because this person's been visualizing, creating, imagining, manifesting. And I always think that's weird when the light changes because I don't know why it does that. It's the light beings. Why they're in a dark night, so they're asking, why did it all happen this way? Why did I let other people influence my decisions in the way that I did? It's like someone has woken up from a spell of where they, have been really easily swayed. Oh, look, there's that song again. That came up yesterday. Like, yeah, that's what I'm feeling. So if that's not you, or it's not your twin, this might not resonate, but that's what I'm feeling. Deep know. Oh my God, I just said that. Deep knowing. Yeah, someone's got a deep knowing of where they want to go. Towards Treasure Island. Again, that is a card about it doesn't get any better than this. That's like a sun card. But actually, do you know what? Both these cards in this deck is like a sun card. Milk and Honey and Treasure Island. That's like, or the other card that says Happy Happy. Like that's kind of all we're missing here is a happy card. It's almost like the Ten of Pentacles and the Ten of Cups or the Two of Cups. You know what I mean? It's like true love, happiness. Soulmates and brave. Well, yeah, I think we'll leave it there and pull it. So it's like someone wants to go towards their. I feel this is a twin flame card in this deck, but someday, whether they call you their twin flame or their soulmate, someone wants to go towards their person, their penguin, their lobster, their one, and they're anxious about it. And I feel it's got something to do with the people that have told them not to do that. But there's a change in the wind. And it's Aquarius moon. I mean, I'm going to put this out tonight with this intense Pluto conjunct the moon, but it's Aquarius moon, which is unexpected, and that would be a change in the wind. Blessed, but this person's like this masculine feels absolutely blessed by this feminine's love, and this is about fucking make me cry. I told you it's like hitting my, but it's like, look, somebody feels blessed that you would. I'm about to cry. Somebody feels blessed. I am sure somebody does want to feel your breast. Moving on. You might be a male divine feminine and that's not relevant, but it's the way I tell it. But it's like somebody feels blessed that you've sacrificed a lot to show them how much you love them. And I can feel all the healing going to the back of my heart, but like genuine love, like not kind of flashy Facebook love or, you know, keeping up appearances. It's like this person knows you've sacrificed a lot. So if you've not sacrificed a lot to be them, well, you're not even on the twin flame journey. All divine feminines have sacrificed something to, but they feel absolutely blessed and honoured that you feel that you feel they're worth the wait as well. And they feel completely orphaned out in the cold. Now, I feel there's two meanings. I feel somebody feels completely out in the cold and almost like they've been abandoned. Now, it's kind of weird because it's like I can feel this higher selves, this masculine's higher self, or the collective, you know, the one that asks you is the one that steps forward to give the message that'll make sense for others. It's like they feel blessed to be your twin flame, but they do feel abandoned by, but I feel it's because the feminine you've been going in so much and healing if this is you or this is your twin, and just focused on you and filling up your own cup, that they feel where it's not going towards them anymore, but then that's what then leads them to you. But I feel it's like they also feel quite abandoned by the people around them, and they're no longer wanting to live life by the book. This person's wanting to build something with you. And again, I feel it's got a 28 on it, so I feel, oh, interesting. I feel if you've not already been in contact, if you're not already in contact or been in contact, I feel there could be some kind of message coming through around the 28th of December there. Somebody's poised and ready to take action. And so again, this can even be like what I've picked up on before. It's like you might serendipitously like the contact might just be out of the blue, so all of a sudden serendipitous, like someone hadn't planned to do it and then they just, like I've said before, I keep picking up, I just keep thinking when people are out getting pissed and that during Christmas or whatever, like not everyone's doing that, like I'm not doing that, but you know, other folk will be doing that, and it's like something like, you know, it's just serendipitous, spontaneous, or if you are out and about or whatever, you bump into them and oh, and then interesting that I pulled that though. So yeah, just be careful though if you are out and about, that you're not getting lured into, you know, because that's what I mean about the Aquarius moon. Aquarius moon and drinking is not good for that, and especially a Mercury retrograde. So this is representing the Mercury retrograde. Don't fall for all that glitters is gold, because really this is the 16 and that's the Tower card. Do you know what I mean? And that is tomorrow, Saturday. I'm filming this on Friday and I'll put it out on Friday. But that's something about not being pulled away by distractions, and that could very easily happen because whoever I'm picking up on here, the community, I mean, this community actually might have already like been part of encouraging someone to be with someone else, or if it's not someone in particular, it's just be with anyone else other than that person that's a twin flame, because that's what happens to twin flames in some kind of way. It's part of it. Thinker, yeah, and it gets this person stuck in their head, totally overthinking. But yeah, it's like they know it's fated, the fates, fated and destined, something. So again, how funny is that? 16th, 17th. Something could be happening over this weekend for whoever this makes sense to, because we've got the 16th and the 17th. So literally, something's destined to happen over the weekend as well. That's a really strong message, but I can feel that. And I just feel that all that glitters card, something's destined to happen. But just, what are they trying to tell me? Just be wary. Because it's Mercury retrograde. I suppose it's just what I've been saying about just be wary of. I would just be asking, you know, like, how long have you felt this way? You know, because if they just suddenly had a change of heart now, well, like I said, it can be the moon conjunct Pluto bringing up the subconscious feelings. So that is true. You can trust that. I don't know. It'll be different for different people. I'm so tired. A leg up. I feel spirit's giving this masculine a leg up, like to move towards this connection. Yeah, look, serendipity again. I must have put it back. Oh my god, then that's the 18th. So we've got 16th, 17th, 18th. Hell, you might be having a long weekend with someone. Or it's like something. Yeah, yin, look, feminine. I feel this is. I feel it's like someone in their feminine is attracting somebody because someone feels like time's running out. Could be something happening. Yeah, look, come to the edge. Yeah, that's exactly what I was feeling. It's like somebody's like, they've either had a loose kind of knowing that they want to do something soon, or like feeling like they wouldn't have their shit together till further down the line, and then suddenly they move, something happens. I actually think with the moon conjunct Pluto, I think somebody's going to piss somebody off around them. You know, someone in their community, whether it be friends, family, or whatever. And it's actually going to be fated that it pushes them towards the person that everyone wants to keep them away from. Yeah, that feels like it fits. What do you want to tell us about that, Archangel Michael? And then I'm going to quick fire through this. It's time to play, and it's the 17th again. Yeah, this is so many. There's something here about. I feel it's like something about this weekend. You're working too hard and worrying about everything. Seek out joyous experiences to bring about balance in your life. So I kind of really do feel it's like someone's been working. I always start singing. It's been a hard day's night, and I've been working like a dog. Like, you know, I mean, that's. But anyway, yeah, someone working like a dog. Working like a dog. I can't, that's hilarious. But anyway, yeah, someone's been working a lot and it's like, and they want to move towards their happiness. Welcome abundance into your life. 37, follow your North Node. Prosperity is on its way to you. Have faith that source will heal your financial challenges. I think this ties on from what I've just channeled in the, what was it? I think it was Friday's message about abundance. It's not the be all and end all. It's like someone's been holding back their life until they get everything in order, and it's like the message is, don't use that as an excuse. Your life is happening now. Harsh but true. Right, so what was going on in the past on the feminine side? I feel in the past the feminine was so again, this can be like years ago or this could be like last week, but I feel whoever this feminine is, regardless of your gender, there was a time in your life when you were stuck in the fear and the doubt and the worry of being different, and you chose to walk through the door to be your unique self, to show your true colours, to embrace your talents and gifts. The masculine in the past. What does that mean? So again, I did wonder when I went to this deck, but it won't be wrong. The masculine, we've got higher conscious awareness. So I feel, yeah, the masculine has always had a connection to spirit in some way, even if it's their own private world. I mean, that's everybody, but spirit or a higher power, great spirit, whatever you call it, God. But they had some kind of connection. And I feel in the past they didn't take responsibility for something. Rebirth, yeah. Like what they're telling me is like in the past, this masculine. So we've got a feminine that's like at one point was shying away from her gift, and so can empathize. This is like what I've been channeling all week actually. Like can empathize with when someone is stuck in fear, not wanting to be different, but then made the decision to go your own way and break away from basically the constraints of other people. Like, you know, I mean, that's jealousy half the time because other people aren't doing what they should be doing. You know what I mean? Really, when you break it down, it really does come down to that most times, or people being unhappy with their own lives. But and the masculine had a very strong intuition and, like said, connection to a higher power of some kind, but they ignored it. And I feel the taking responsibility in reverse is like they didn't they avoided a conversation or like, and now they're going, yeah, now they're going through a rebirth and regretting it. Yeah, definitely. I mean, I want to just, you speak to me through music, and I, right, so that's, I knew it, like, so that song, because I mean it just really hit me hit me like a wave. But when that song came, oh, I love that, and I don't even remember where I've heard it, but like I said, it is in my light songs. But they're in love, you know, they're caught up in a wave of you, and I feel the songs are just speaking to them in a huge way, like never before. So I feel if masculine could have heard love songs before and not got it, and now they're like, oh my god, it's actually, look, finding out the truth crushed me. And that card for me, always 9 times out of 10, feels like it's about somebody realizing the truth of this connection. And it's reminding me of the part in that film, The Love Again, where the guy's like, he didn't get Celine Dion's music, and he just, yeah, he didn't speak to him. But when he fell in love with a woman, it reawakened what love meant to him. Because in that film, so this might be relevant to the story, but in that film, he had split up with someone he was engaged with, and he's just lost, you know, he's lost faith probably in love. And then that reawakens, and then when he hears the music, when he's in love, he gets it. So wow, that's really beautiful. But there's something in that, like finding out the truth crushed me. I feel this masculine's went through a rebirth, and just everything is really intense. but I knew exactly what I was doing. But it's like when they stayed away, they just weren't ready. Like I can feel that they weren't going to treat the feminine right, or they were going to stay in they were just unawakened, and they wouldn't have treated the feminine the way that you deserve, or you wouldn't have treated your feminine, something like that. But now they want to tell you how they feel. So this is what I'm saying, like this energy, I think feels very, although this can resonate whenever, this feels quite like in line with the astrology. And like I said, because it's the that was, oh shit, and that was all the past, and then it changed into me asking about something else. So it's like, yeah, there's a lot that's went on in the past, and the Mercury retrograde is like bringing it up in a major way for this masculine. And then therefore for the feminine, because you can feel what they're going through. So what is presently going on with the feminine? Time for healing. Yeah, so I feel this feminine is like healing. I feel this, they're really working with the moon here. It's like this moon, and that'll be why they've, like what I was saying, like I felt all those intense emotions last night, and I feel they were making me feel that so that I could say it on this. Like I feel a lot of you might experience this tonight, like just very intense emotions. So just sensitive emotions. That's what came up on one of the ones I've just done. I think it came up for the one I'm going to publish on Saturday, tomorrow, yeah, Sunday, no, Saturday. The time of healing anyway. And that can even just be like I'm it's a time of healing for me every weekend, but it's like, you know what I mean? It's like, right, when I work hard Tuesday to Friday, and then Friday night to, well, Monday all day, and then I'll do the mediumship Monday, you know, at night. That's a time of healing, you know, recharging me so that I've got energy to do this. So it's whatever. But I feel this feminine is healing from something that's happened in the past. That whatever is causing pain and remorse and regret for the masculine. What else for the feminine with healing in the present? Balance and spirituality and practicality, full moon and Pisces. Wow. So yeah, this feminine, I mean, that is the subconscious. And like I said, that is what this moon conjunct Pluto was doing, is bringing up all the subconscious gunk. So the feminine's knee deep. I mean, full moon and Pisces is one of the ones that I really don't like. I don't mean like, you know, you having the moon and the way we experience it when it's in the moon can be very different. So what I mean is, it's the full moon in Pisces is very overwhelming. It's just 12th house energy. 12th house is my favorite energy, but the feminine's just swimming in feels. So the feminine's swimming in feels presently about something that's happened in the past. Quite specific, actually, what I'm getting here. So like I said, that it's where it is in my chart. I'm really homing in on some details here. So this, whoever this is, it'll make sense to you. The masculine. So where's the masculine at presently? Trust in the universe. It's moon in Aquarius. So yeah, it's real. They're answering what I said. It is real time for someone. Whoever this is, this will make sense real time, I feel. Well, it could make sense later, but the masculine's trusting in the universe, trusting God, trusting spirit. And how cool is that? See, I'm saying, I don't like when I say see, but it's like, my logical would be like, oh, how will that card deck answer that? But it did, because they said this masculine is a higher consciousness, like, and a connection to spirit of their own. However that is, it might just be very private. And I feel they've always had it. So I feel they might have quite some strong psychic placements or something, because everyone's got the ability, you know what I mean? It's almost like, you know, they've always had a strong intuition, but they can shut it off as well. Like, but this masculine's now in quite an unpredictable, rebellious, and I feel they're rebelling against the crowd where they would have people pleased. Quite spontaneous, this is electric energy as well, you know, moon and Aquarius, expect unexpected. So the masculine's in quite a unpredictable place. And like I said, that's exciting because Saturday, Sunday is Aquarius moon. So that was him answering, because I'm asking about the present, and that is the present pretty much because it's tomorrow. So yeah, so I did channel that. Like I do think it's like people out partying with their pals and that Christmas, or even just having a pint in the house, whatever. It's kind of like it's somebody's like, give us something else to answer that. Yeah, interesting. A personal issue reaches resolution. Full moon in Cancer. When's the full moon in Cancer? The 27th of December. So I feel this will resonate with you in a way that I do feel there's a strong possibility that there's some kind of communication that happens over this weekend. Because that is what I'm getting mixed up because I've done 3 in a row, but that is what kept coming through with those Wisdom of the Oracle. And because of that is really confirming it. And this one's getting out tonight, so this is either a heads up for masculines that are in this place, or for the feminines that are in the receiving end, or it's not yours and we're all just nipping in on the story, but it's kind of like, but if there's no kind of actual physical contact, like not, and I'm not just talking about like, you know, a sign or them contacting in a dream, I'm talking about like, I really do feel there's going to be something quite spontaneous from this masculine. It doesn't need to involve drink, but again, because it's a weekend and because of the festivities, and even if it wasn't the festivities, like I said, I always just think when it's a weekend and it's quite thing with astrology is, it can even be like where someone was like determined to stay in and not party, and then they end up going out. Like, I don't know why they're showing me this, because like I said, this is so not what I do like ever now. But it's like, I remember there was one night I was actually oh god, why am I, oh god. Sorry, you just went through a whole wave of, oh, there's this wave thing again. You just went through a whole wave of emotions with me. Okay, so I'll tell you a bit of that now. So I've just flashed back to, I was, for whatever reason, maybe it was a full moon, maybe it was a Mercury retrograde, but whatever it was, I was crying, missing my twin flame. And like, I'm gonna be honest with you, like, yeah, like, you know, I mean, I've been in separation, like, oh fuck, I never know how to say how long. It's hazy, but you know what I mean? It's like, it was, but this was like so many years ago, and would it have been, this was maybe like 8, possibly 9 years ago. So this is how long ago it was, right? So yeah, so it was after, I'm trying to, because before when that's why I say I don't know what to say about separation, because we were separate from each other before we were actually physically separate, because we just started being weird with each other, and then we just went into full like, hadn't seen each other for years apart from like, if I've seen them from afar, that time I saw him serendipitously. But it's kind of like, yeah, but this night anyway, I do remember I was just really upset, and I couldn't stop crying. And so there's absolutely no fucking way that I wanted to go on a night out. And a friend of mine was back from like, you know, like she lived somewhere else in the world, and she was back and she's like that. And she was just kind of like, come on, like, you know, I'm going to this party, and you know, we'll just see where the night takes us. And I'm just trying to think, was it? I think it might have been like, it was. I don't think it was Christmas. It might have been like It might have even been those days in between Christmas and New Year, or it was like, I kind of feel like it was January or something random like that. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I think it was that. Maybe that's why I was in a weird, but whatever. But so I just remember I went from like being in a flood of tears to like her coming out and like, you know, jumping in a shower, chucking on a pair of jeans and a pair of boots and a nice top, and getting really pissed. Do you know what I mean? It was quite fun too. But it was like, so it's like that. It's like, so even maybe even this masculine could be in a place of being quite upset, like just not feeling, and then either something similar to that, like either somebody like, oh, come on, you know, cheat up, and then, but then I feel something's contact's going to be made. Or it doesn't need to involve alcohol at all. Someone's going to have a moment of feeling like shit, crying, and then being like, fucking giving themselves a shake, getting in the shower, and going straight to where they want to go. You know what I mean? It's something like that though. But what I was going to say is the full moon in Cancer, like I said, is oh yeah, and then shit, and then I've just said that. But the full moon in Cancer is oh my god, yeah, this really means something by the way, because that's why I went through the wave of mood, because I was like, well, all right, and I was like, something very out the blue, unpredictable happened to me that night as well, and it was actually one of the more kind of not so shit things. Like it was because I always had, maybe it was an Aquarius moon, I always used to have not so nice things, but it was like I went from crying of missing my twin flame to then my friend being like, come on, you know, yeah, it must have been around Christmas and New Year because that's when she used to come back. And anyway, we went out, had fun, and yeah, and it was a good night. And it's kind of like, I'm just asking them if there's a reason. There could be distractions though. So whether you're the feminine or the masculine, just be aware of that. There could be distractions thrown your way that seem like serendipitous, meant to be things, but it's not what it seems. Because that was a little bit what happened to me. I mean, it's not really that deep, and I'm not really going into the rest of the story, but I'm just laughing because when I've channeled that song, that perfect song, that's the song that was out there because I just remember it was really annoying me and it was on everywhere. Perfect. When you na 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 you know that one. I really like that song because, like I said, at that time in my life, I was feeling like shite, and I didn't really like that song. So it's not one that I think, oh god, it doesn't make me feel dreamy. I just turn it off. But that's going to be have meaning to someone else because they're telling me about the song. But yeah, so just look out for that. That's the all that glitters isn't gold thing. But don't worry, I saw through my test there before it went any further. Anyway, moving on. Um, but a personal issue reaches resolution. I really do feel it's like something's going to happen around, yeah, Christmas, Boxing Day, you know, Christmas Day, Boxing Day, the in between no man's land. A personal issue reaches resolution. So whether it's like a stone is thrown of mending something this weekend that then leads on to next weekend at Christmas, it's something like that. Yeah, lighten up. Again, it's fun. Someone wants to bring back a playful aspect after a tough cycle. The end of a tough cycle approaches full moon in Capricorn, and we're in a moon in Capricorn now. Well, juicy guys, exciting. Right, so let's use these cards now. Actually, I'm fucking mind blown, by the way. What in the hell is there about that? Because that night does remind me of that song, and when I said it, I thought of that, and then when they flashed up that night, I'm like, what happened? And then I've just traced it all back, and that literally is. It's like I said, these things have not happened to me that many times in my life, and like I said, that isn't one of the more sort of deeper ones, but it was a lot about like serendipity and strange coincidences, which are never coincidences, but it was like it was basically spirit sending me just. It was spirit sending me distractions while the other half of my soul was distracted and otherwise engaged. Do you know what I'm saying? But that was totally like not where my head was at and quite unexpected. And it actually kind of led me to like try and trick myself into thinking it was something more than what it was, to take me away from the pain. It didn't work, you know what I mean? Because it's like it was an illusion. At least it's not that deep, but it's helpful to tell the story. But very interesting. Stop going into my shit, but it's fine. Because it's in the past, so it's helpful to tell the story. Right, so presently, where's this feminine at then? Because ends up being 40 minutes, but I've enjoyed it. The feminine is all about our masculine. That's what I'm getting with that. I was going to say, you're in your masculine. You could be in your masculine too. You've got healthy boundaries. You're making decisions quickly and decisive, but you're being decisive and you're not delaying. You're not dilly-dallying. But I really do feel they're saying this feminine's all about the masculine, because that's basically what I was getting at there. Is when you're drunk, it's easy to be like, oh, you know what I mean? And like I said, that like annoyingly never, well, definitely doesn't happen now, but it never ever used to happen even back then. When I really should, it's not should, but it would have been nice if I wasn't the way I was and I could have just like lightened up and had more fun with other guys. But it just, I just never fancy anyone. Do you know what I mean? So when I rarely do get serendipitously put in a situation where somebody showed me attention and I like them back, it's like, but it wasn't real, I mean? I was drunk. It was an illusion, so be aware of that, feminine or masculine. And then and like I said, it reminds me of that other time I said where I'd, been sent somebody as a test, and it was just like, it just made me feel even shitter. Every time it just reminds me of my real feelings. So, so maybe with me saying it like that, maybe that's what's happening to this masculine now. Maybe the masculine could be trying to distract themselves with a lot of other distractions and it's not working. Because it has to mirror at some point, people. This happens with all twin flames. So, and that's called karma too, actually. That's what I mean by good and bad karma. So whatever shitty, horrible, painful experiences you've went through, feeling about them, unfortunately, that's what they're going to go through too. I feel it's more fast-tracked, but they will go through it. The feminine is also focused on healing the separation by going within. But I feel that's where the masculine's at too. Where's the masculine at presently? Merkaba activation, ground, shield, and protect. The masculines and masculine energy, like they feel very protective of the feminine, like we've already saw, they feel very in love. They feel like they're willing to stand up against the crowd that are trying to hold them back or have held them back or influenced. Yeah, clearing core wounds. Clearing core wounds I just feel it's like with a lot of people around them, these people it's like I said that to Nick in the comments last night, when I have done soul retrievals with clients, one of the things that's really interesting is, well, for one, a lot of people's karmic energies, it's quite disturbing how, they appear to be in the spirit world, like as like I said, there was one really vivid time I remember. It was like somebody's outer shell was like really attractive, but what was behind it was like this long slivery eel. And then when I googled it and found, I was like freaked out, and I was like, oh my god, man. So yeah, and then, but I mean, I've got loads of stories like this, and basically that was like, they've got their sexual hooks into the masculine, and the masculine wasn't seeing them as they really are. It's like when I've chatted about that program as well, like where the guy gets tricked away from the girl, but also she's avoiding her feelings because she's engaged to someone else, all very complicated. It's Witches of East End. It's really great. And that they discontinued it, but I love it. I loved it. And then when I went to watch it again, they're like charging like a tenner to watch it, so it was free when I watched it years ago. But yeah, anyway, the girl that he distracts himself with looks really hot, but then when she looks in the mirror, she's an old woman. Like she's she's a witch. And I was just kind of like, I always use that example because I'm laughing because it makes me feel nervous. It's like, I just knew when I was watching, I was like, I really do think shit like that goes on. You might think I'm crazy for saying that. I couldn't give a fuck. I really do feel it. Like I can see like people, I can feel people really are. creepy. But anyway, but that wasn't the one I was remembering in another session. It was like the person's karmic partner that they were with was appearing to me as a certain animal that was really overprotective and very controlling. And so when I asked the higher self, like, what is it you're here to teach this person? And their soul told me, like, look, I'm here to teach them how to stand up for themselves. And I'm not going to stop being difficult until the person stands up for themselves. And so that's why I understand all this in a higher way. Like, although the physical person in your life or your twin's life or in the pull me, I will fight against all odds, by the way. That's the line they pull me to. They've never pulled me to that one before. But it's like they're teaching, the person's soul is teaching you or your twin, stand up for yourself. Now, it's not quite, and that's where it gets all confusing, because it's like the things that happen in the physical world can be really unfair and an injustice and all that kind of stuff. But when you really, when I can look at things from my heart, like, what is it teaching you? Like I know for my own life, and I know for when I help other people, I can always crystal clearly see what the lesson is for other people. Always. When I'm listening to them, I'll be able to see it. But I'll get you to identify it, to see if you can identify it first. And then when they give me the green light, I'll say, it feels like the lesson might be this, and the person's like, oh my God, like they saw it, and then it resonates. So I don't tell the person until I feel, if they're getting it themselves, I'll let them say it, and then and even then I'm like, I might be wrong, and but it's not, because it's them saying it through me. And then the situation can start to resolve, as long as, so in that case, if the person stands up for themselves, which they then, began to do, and things changed, it's that the problem will go away. But if you don't learn the lesson, the person will be in your face. So that's going to mean something. Another card for where the masculine's presently at. Yeah, taking responsibility. Oh my God, that's the one that came burping out. That's the one that came out in reverse. So the masculine is now acknowledging and taking responsibility where they weren't wanting to do that before. And because of that, they're aligning with their abundance, their happiness, their joy. Lovely. Right. Hidden influence. Well, I feel the hidden influence has already come out. Let's see if the tribe comes out. So what's the hidden influence around the feminine? Here and now. I feel they're just saying it's like the feminine is focused on the here and now, not dwelling on the past, not worrying about the future, just focused on the here and now where the power lies. And yeah, just watching, that's like what I was just saying, like in that hermit empress mode, surrendered, I'm just living in the here and now. I'm just observing everything unfold with a deep inner knowing that there is karmic justice coming about. I feel this feminine's, oh look at this, it's the same thing. This feminine is anxious about a message coming and what it might say. Why? Yeah, and wondering what it actually, so I feel this is like a feminine that's been like, I feel it's a feminine that's just actually like ready to hear what the truth is. That's what I'm feeling. But not freaking out about it. It doesn't feel like this feminine's like, just fucking tell me. It's like bothering a bit. It's not that. It's like this person's like exhausted. I feel this is where all feminines are really, or all the ones I'm attracting, just kind of like, I'm in the moment. I've got a deep inner knowing that the answers are coming, throat chakra. But I do need to stop soon. Yeah, and I look at this. That's the masculine's cards. Look at it, yeah, it's the same message. So the hidden influences are the masculine's coming. The masculine's coming for a new life. They're going the distance this time because they feel lost. They feel lost without this feminine. So if this feminine's going to get the answers, taking action towards a new life, that's very clear. And that I love how they work with me. That's hidden. Okay, so I'm going to keep working with this deck, and I can feel healing going to the heart chakra. So when healing goes to my heart chakra, it's healing going to yours if you need it. So just if you're open, then the environment, attitudes of other people around the feminine. I feel there's support around this feminine. Go the distance, even if it's one person in your life that really encourages you and builds you up. I'm that one person for a lot of people in my life. A lot of soul family, I'm that one person encouraging them. Hopefully you've got more than me around you, but you know what I mean? I am that one person for a lot of people, unfortunately. Because whoever you are, you deserve to have a lot more than one person rooting you on. But like I said, you know, I learned that from my counsellor as well. Like whenever I used to leave her when I was in the worst, darkest, I was in my dark night of soul, but you know, all the crap that was going on in my counselling course, especially, and just loads of things in my life, just that was a dark night of soul, just everything was going wrong. And it wasn't fair. Yeah, I was like, why, God, why? Yeah, the one of my most favourite I'm gonna start crying or something because I do really miss her. I keep meaning to get in touch with her. I think there's somebody you keep meaning to get in touch with, whether it be your twin or anybody that means a lot to you, or them towards you, and you just kept putting it off or forgetting about it, or and it's not because it doesn't mean a lot to you, it's maybe because it's quite emotional or something. But anyway, all I was gonna say is it's like I'm gonna start fucking crying. I've not had enough sleep, and it's moon conjunct. So they're actually, I don't mind though, they're showing you how powerful this conjunction is. I have to compose myself because I'm actually fully about to start crying. I used to talk nearly every week about wanting to go for it, go the distance. I've just realised that with whatever I was talking about in life, loads about my work, and she even encouraged me a few times to take a risk to, like, you know, could you not just message him and do it? Like, I was like, no, it's not allowed. So it's forbidden. But it's kind of like, but I was actually meaning my work there, you know, like to go the distance. It's like, and she would be so proud of me. She was proud of me anyway, but she'd be so proud of me. I need to contact her, don't I? Fucking hell. And what I was going to say is it's not the big, massive, profound moments. It was like, you know, they giving me a hug goodbye, and then I was like 2 minutes out the door and she texted me saying, "You're a superstar." And then Remember You're a Superstar came on, the song, yesterday. And she'd be like, you know, "You're doing so amazing." And she just told me accountable. She was like, you know, she was my counsellor, but she was like a coach too. She'd be like, "Have you done what you said you were wanting to do?" And yeah, it's quite crazy actually. And I think how far I am now. Because I was always holding myself back. And I just don't now. Sorry. Sorry, not sorry. Like I said, I haven't had a lot of sleep, but it's not that. I'm tapping into emotion of this has got to do with whoever I'm tapping into for this too. I know what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna say Merry Christmas. Please somebody remind me. Ask me if I said Merry Christmas to my counsellor. My past counsellor, because you're not my counsellor now. But I think that would be really nice. And wait a minute, where were we with this? Oh shit, yeah, that's because that's so weird. That all came through that card. Because yeah, she was encouraging me to go the distance. She'd had a client before that was a medium as well. That was part of the reason why. And do you know what? I just literally picked her out of the phone book. I just, like, on an electronic one, I just saw that it had something about being interested in spirituality, and I was like, great, she's not going to think I'm batshit crazy when I talk about twin flames. Because she was a Reiki master too. And there was just, yeah, there was so many magical synchronicities. Like, one of my favourite pieces of writing was in her hallway. There was a big daisy on the wall, and that was, I'm looking at a daisy over there now, and I said that, but that's really significant because there was loads of amazing synchronicities. I'm going to say Merry Christmas. Somebody remind me though, because I might forget. And you know what I mean? So that's a good point. There's something here about people sometimes just get caught up in the busyness of life, and it doesn't mean they don't care. They just get caught up in the busyness of life, distracted, you know what I mean? Sometimes people don't want to bother you as well, you know what I mean? That's how I always used to, but I'm still a bit like that. But I mean, it's kind of like, oh, I don't want to bother them. Actually, if we're talking about twin flames now, that's perfectly understandable. You know what I mean? That is you always feel like you're going to pop up at their own time and bother them or trigger them. And I mean, that is a very real possibility. Don't mean it is kind of, but it's just, you can't always let that get at this point on the twin flame journey, you can't let that get in the way of your joy. I mean, the risk card literally says joy guides. So I always kind of feel as long as somebody's being respectful, like, put it this way, I'll come back with a story, but I bet my past counsellor will be over the moon to hear from me. When I say Merry Christmas, she'll be over the moon. I know she will. And it's long overdue. So I feel somebody that's been quiet a while, whether it's like months on end or years on end, because I can't believe that, but that's actually like a year and a half ago that I finished it. So it's like it's just, but like I said, it does just seem like this year's just a blur to me. So, because I remember saying that when I was channeling not long ago, oh, I need to get in touch with it, and I never done it. So again, this is the feeling. I feel I feel this masculine has been meaning to take responsibility for something and face their feelings, and they just kept being distracted and putting all. That's what I feel. So anyway, but they got me safe for anyway. Right, okay, so what's an obstacle for the feminine then? So oh no, wait a minute. So the feminine has somebody, like I said, even if you have one person encouraging you, and that's what brought up all that. What's an obstacle for the masculine? So again, it doesn't feel like there's many obstacles for the feminine. Every fucking time, but the masculine's surrounded by chaos and conflict. And that's why they feel orphaned, or that's why you feel orphaned if this is you. And it's also fair to free Jesus, divine masculine forgiveness. The masculine is surrounded by chaos and conflict, an unsupportive tribe that doesn't support where they want to go for their happiness. And so it's spirit that's giving them a leg up. They're being guided by spirit to go the distance, the same card. In case we need a thumbnail. That'll be why I felt all that emotion. So they used a memory of mine to bring all that up. And like I said, it is just really, I think it's just to show you how real it is that I'm warning you about this astrology and it hits me right in front of you. Quite amazing. It reminds me of that review I keep posting. Oh my God, that's really beautiful. Oh shit, that's going to make me start crying as well. That's from, that was that person's counsellor. And they're also a Cap moon. So how's that for synchronicity? Wow, that's crazy. And again, that's like, you know what I mean? Like, a lot of these reviews that I've seen, I haven't spoken to any of these people in years. But it's like, you know, you remember the memories that you have with people. That's a really crazy. That's not a coincidence either. But it's like, That's why I felt all that emotion. The obstacle is both people have been willing to go the distance, and I feel the distance has been like time spent. I feel it's been there's been an emotional distance and a literal one for a very long time. And like I say all the time, that's who I attract, because that's been the case in my situation. But it's like the obstacle's been two people have been at a distance for a very long time. But it's like why they keep getting me to share Dear John, and I've not shared the notebook, but I keep getting shown the clips, but Dear John, what was the other one? The Vow, all these films are about people are apart for a year, 8 years, 7 years in notebook. It doesn't matter when it's true love and there's real connection and chemistry there. Connection is something that you don't chemistry and connection is something you don't find in just everyone. You can have lust and you can be attracted to somebody, but it's like why we just got me to say that story, like it'll be a one night thing and then it lifts. The environment and attitudes of other people. Oh, wait a minute, I think oh, fuck's sake, this is what I mean. This is why I don't even bother. It doesn't matter. There's no mistakes. It makes sense. Let's see what the environment, let's go with the funny one. Oh no, we'll do the funny one and the kipper. What's environments of and whatever of other people around the feminine? Make it rain. Again, look, support. So the feminine's got people saying go the distance, make it rain. The feminine's got support. Any fuckery? Any fuckery for the feminine? Fucking hell, the feminine's got sudden wealth and make it rain. Look, that'll attract people. So this feminine's about to be very abundant with literal money. So, wait a minute, I'm trying to... That's quite a good thumbnail. But I mean, it's just a small part of the reading, so... right. What about the masculine then? But again, you know, it could be as well that, like, look, what I was about to say is it doesn't really fucking matter if the feminine's got a lot of support. Like you said, I do feel there's at least one pivotal person or a few people. But either way, this feminine's making it rain. You're going to have abundance. It feels like this generational wealth thing that I channeled for. Well, that's quite good. It was for the masculine the other day. This feminine's attracting generational wealth through hard work, because I think that's what I started saying at the start. And this masculine, the environment, attitudes, other people. You got a good thing going, don't ruin that shit, winning. Well, what I'm feeling about that is I feel this is a rare case where amongst the chaos and conflict and most of the tribe encouraging the masculine towards something else, there must be somebody that's saying you're crazy for not going towards where you want to go. You got a good thing going, don't ruin that shit. Like basically someone saying stop self-sabotaging, like you know who you want. Who cares what everyone else wants for you? Like that's what you want. And I do feel I've just started crying because look, you need a good fucking cry. That's just in case I want to use the thumbnail. This masculine's really in their feelings. Get the ugly cry on. Let that shit go. Your soul will thank you. Any fuckery? The false person comes out again. Message, yeah. It's like this has been an emotional one, but it's like there's I think there's an emotional message coming towards this feminine. And unexpectedly with Aquarius moon. Yeah, look, a mature woman. Like I was about to be like, might be that long, you've got grey hair. Fucking is in my case. Don't be fooled by the hair dye. But do you know what? Anyway, moving along. Yeah, I mean, you might be older anyway. I do attract. Sorry, that was quite funny though. And the song's just come on. Dance with me tonight. Ooh, baby. I just want you to dance with me tonight. Somebody's out getting pissed and they're going to send you a message. So, I mean, It's Mercury retrograde. But again, privileged lady, they think a lot of you. Privileged lady. Oh my God, that tells a story. Look, it's this guy. That's what I've just channeled. That's a bit freaky. Look, I've just channeled. That's exactly what I've just channeled. This guy's sitting with his head in his hands, possibly, if he's not wanting to cry, he is crying in despair over all of this bullshit. And I do think he kept telling himself he wasn't good for this privileged lady, which of course isn't true, but it's how they feel. But they're breaking away from the chain. Look, they're taking that anchor and they're anchoring it with the feminine, if the feminine is open to them, which we clearly know before we even get to that bit, they're going to be. Unexpected income. The masculines, if they haven't already come into some kind of abundance, they're making it rain. They're making it rain for the masculine and the feminine because they're close to a union. That's what it is. And like I said, if it's not literal money and you're like, oh, this isn't me, then it's just you're feeling happier, calmer, something like that. A message of concern. There you go. That's so cool. The message from the man in despair. That's the woman receiving it. She's like, oh my God, that's what's been going on. Or fucking hell, it's him. 84 years later. You know, have you seen that Titanic meme where it's like, it's been 84 years? But like, seriously, like, you know, this is one of the ones I'm going to clip it, but it's like, that's the whole point in Titanic. Like, that woman got married and had a family and, you know, lived a long and happy life and then died a very old woman. But her heart always belonged to Jack. You know, she never forgot him. And that's what it's like for this masculine. Like, this masculine could have had a family and spent a long time with, spent a long time and created a family with others. But it's like, it feels very Titanic. That's what it feels like. Rose and Jack. I mean, they literally only had 5 minutes together, but it's, yeah, I think they've come into a lot of work. They've come into a lot of money through working hard. Interesting. Or that's what's about to happen. Right, what should be done by the feminine? New life. Prepare for your new life with your masculine. It just said it to me, as simple as that. What? So again, I feel this is very much of a case of if you've been used to living your life a certain way, there's a big change coming for this feminine being with this masculine. And even if it's just slowly getting to know each other again, I just feel you're going to spend a lot of time with each other. Or it could go quite fast. Yeah, creative. Draw, paint, think, act in creative ways, but I'm feeling it's like, you know, what should be done? Keep visualizing. This is about visualizing what it'll be like when you're with your twin, bringing it about, manifesting it. They're just reminding me I've always meant see, there's another, I've always meant to do that and I haven't done it yet. I was either going to do it as like something that people could buy. Yeah, that's the one I was going to do, is like a hypnosis track. I'll put that on my to-do list for January. And this is my sign. It's like, yeah, you have the power to help and heal others. And you see, that's not a coincidence. I'm just saying that. That is part of my gift and it's something that people need. But while something of mine isn't there, there's loads of things you can do to visualize the future that you want and just expect it to be even better than you visualized. But I really do feel this is 2 twin flames, and that means if you're new, and actually I really do feel that means a really strong message. Both these twin flames, if this is you, you've been visualizing, fantasizing, creating your life together before it happens, and it feels like it's happening. Holding the vision, it's happening. It reminds me of those cards. Don't know where they are. I'm being led to ones over there I don't use very often. What else? What should be done by the masculine then? So the feminine is to prepare for your new life. Keep visualizing the life you want to have, and I feel it's manifested. See what I mean? This is, I love it. Look, here and now. And the feminine got that. Did the feminine get that for the president? I don't know. The feminine got that somewhere. The masculine's living in the here and now. This is a masculine that's caught up to where the feminine is. The feminine doesn't know it. Look, clean it up. The masculine's guided to 21 again. 21 is the world card coming full circle. It's a karmic lesson is complete. Mending. Oh my God, I knew it when I said that. You know, at some point throughout this, I said, and again, it's the same speaking through me. Everyone knows that if you hear me say it all the time, but if you're new, that it's like, I knew when they made me say mending, that card was going to come out. I said, I can't remember when I said it, but I said something about mending, like this masculine's been cleaning something up from the past, whatever that means to different people. And oh God, that actually makes sense of a synchronicity. Yeah, a synchronicity I had with someone recently updating me on something, and that is what's happening, you know, for quite a few people with different areas of life. And it's like now they want to come forward. So basically it's like they had to complete something. Karma from the past had to be completed. But in the here and now, this masculine's laser focused on mending this with the feminine. They've got a deep inner knowing that that's what they want to do. And they've been, I always feel like somebody's watching me. They've been observing. So notice I said for the feminine, it was like, you know, the feminine's observing from a higher place what it all means and not getting caught up in the drama, the 3D. And I don't usually say the 3D, but you know what I mean? In the material world, whatever's going on with the masculine, whatever it seems like, this is the masculine watching, learning, listening from their feminine, and probably about other twin flame stuff, whatever. It'll be different for different people, but I feel this masculine's had enough of that and they're coming in and all the cards are falling everywhere. So that's just confirming it. Yeah, look. The masculine's coming in, wanting forgive. Wow. Oh my God, these are strong cards. The masculine's wanting to let go of stress. Don't take on people's stress, breathe it out now. So they're not taking on the stress from other people. They know that this has been worth waiting for. Your patience will be rewarded. They feel that the feminine is worth the wait. And they work with others to make this come about. They understand actually that this has been a team effort. So this is what I mean. This masculine's been swatting up on twin flames or listening to the right people. You might be the masculine and you've been listening to me, or you've been listening to somebody else that knows their stuff. Forgive is time to let go of anger or blame. They're really hoping that that is the case. Make a wish and expect the best. They're trying to hype themselves up. But again, I really do feel there is support from, again, this could be like, oh my God, yeah, and I was speaking about my counsellor. It could be support from a counsellor or like a coach or a healer. It could even be like, you know, finding someone on YouTube that's like, you can do it. And like I said, I'm that person for a lot of people, either like people that I know work with me personally in sessions or people through this. And I fucking love that. It fucking gives me life. I'm not kidding. Because I've got my go-to YouTube videos or people that I go to when I feel like shite, basically, do you know what I mean? Or they just pop up rather serendipitously. But it's like, look, this is my Dark Night of Soul card. For so many years I've had these cards, and I've had these cards since I couldn't even tell you what age I was. These are one of the ones I've had like a very long time. A very long time. Well over 15 years or something. The changes that you're going through, I think it's longer than that though. The changes you're going through are positive. So the masculine's been in a dark night of soul, but I feel they're coming out of the end of it, or even if they're not coming out of the end of it, a change in the wind has happened. That's what it is. The change in the wind is spirit is like, you have to go now. Like the spirit does not want this masculine around bullies and angry people. And the reason I say that is because love heals fear is on the back. The power of your love can help bullies and angry people be less afraid, but what will help this masculine is if they get away from that environment and retrieve back their energy. And the pets card is there too. You love and understand animals. So maybe that's a wee sign for one of you. Look, it's got the wee doggy on it from the spirit world. Intense. And again, you know, you don't have to be away from people for forever and a day. It's just about, in my experience, if you have got people that are not supporting what makes you happy, you do have to isolate yourself from them for a while. And then you can, you know, when they're respecting your boundaries, you can, and you know, you can spend time with them again. But while people are not supporting you, you have to do that. Otherwise, you know what I mean? You're not putting yourself first, you're not loving yourself. And whoever's doing that, especially if a feminine's doing that, but feminine or masculine, you're not going to be anywhere near a twin flame union when you're constantly putting other people's needs before your own. Right, so the most likely result for the feminine. Oh wow, powerful. The Shekinah sacred self, unleash your spirit, express your gifts, dance to the sacred rhythm of life. So again, I really do feel this is just about, you know, the outcome is going to be peace. You move beyond current challenges, focus on what you desire, keep focused, and look at the purple that I'm wearing as well. So it's like holy amethyst, focus on what you desire. Because it's coming about. I wonder if the card's going to say that out of this. The most likely result for the feminine. See, it's not quite, but it's pretty similar. An unforeseen windfall of abundance comes to you now. Make it rain. Unexpected income. You're going to know if this is you, because it's going to happen quite soon if it hasn't happened already. It's not always money, but it is money for this one actually, because of the unexpected income. But it's good stuff. Very interesting. And shit. No, I'll pick them up after. They're just telling me in the past somebody was aware that something needed mending and they thought I'll pick that up later, and later just ended up being a lot later. That's what that means. The masculine, the most likely result. Lady Venus, downloads and understanding. Truth has been revealed. Deep insights are coming from heaven and the astral realm. Yeah. Deep revelations, insights, downloads are coming into this masculine. They can't sleep. They've got insomnia. And I know that a lot of you will be like, yeah, because again, I've been feeling it too. Like I've been feeling it for me, and I've been feeling the collective of masculines on that. And it's yeah, truths are being revealed though about whoever around them isn't good for the next part of their life or supporting them. And deep connection, trust your inner voice, and them or you are being guided to trust your inner voice. And that's what I said about this energy in particular. So I kind of need to wrap it up because it's actually, it won't take that long to upload. And what else for the masculine? And I'm going to get some love cards because I didn't use, do the messages there. Oh, dream big. Let go of the small thoughts about yourself. See yourself succeeding. I mean, that I just don't even know what to use for the thumbnails, but that's like this fucking problems in life. But it's like, yeah, that's the thing. The masculine was just not allowing themselves to dream big. I feel they had people, and look at that woman sleeping. So forget it's a woman, because you could be a woman masculine, but you could be a male masculine too. But I feel it's like you only ever allowed yourself to dream big, like in your literal dreams, and fantasize and escape into that about the feminine. And now it's like, no, spirit's like, you can have this for real. Do you want it or not? It's like that what I've channeled 2 years ago, like, dude, take the fucking cup. So if you look and like scroll right back, there's, because I don't know what that says, that was ages ago, but it was, I just remember I titled it that, and it was like, you know, we're handing you this opportunity, do you want it or not? And although the person may have rejected the opportunity at one point, because it usually is the case, they're wide awake and they know what they want now, and they're not letting anyone stand in the way. And they've been working on, you know, feeling worthy and successful, and they're staying optimistic. Your dreams are coming true. Don't quit right before the miracle occurs. And I feel that's because it has been a tough cycle. And both these people are very tired, but and then that card's just staring at me. You're the first thing on my mind when I wake up in the morning. And you speak to me through music. That's already come up, doesn't it? And you and I were too young, so that could have been a factor here. it's time for me to heal now. So this masculine's been healing, and I'll wait for my sign for you. I feel it's like they've been healing, and now oh yeah, that's what I channeled yesterday. They've been healing, and now they're waiting for a sign from spirit or gauging how you're feeling. If they've got a way of watching, if they've not got a literal way of watching you, it's spiritually watching you. You know what I mean? But it's both for some. I couldn't let you get close to me while they were healing. And I remember every detail of that day. That could mean anything to anyone. Like I said, I sometimes have a dirty mind, and it could be something like that, or it could be something sweet, or it could be an argument. It could be anything. I know, oh yeah, I think it might be an argument for someone. I mean, I know I messed up everything. So I think somebody's actually going over all the things he said. And it was my fault, but I blamed you, clearly. So something's happened there where somebody's taken out something on you. And you don't know how hard it was to let you go. And I think the feminine, you really don't know how hard it was to let you go, because I feel this person, like all masculines, does a very good job of disguising how they feel. So some people could see that through that easier than others. But what else does this masculine want to say? And then we'll get the feminines. Yeah. It's fucking nearly every time I go to this deck, yeah. So I mean, it just fits with everything else, doesn't it? For fuck's sake. Where's let's do that. Hidden now. I mean, there was juicier ones in this, but I nearly fell off my chair there. I don't know why I keep doing that. That's like the last few. But did you hear that? I nearly fell off my chair. I think someone's going to fall off their chair with shock when this person comes forward. That's what I feel. Yeah, that's the only one they want from that deck. What's the feminine saying back to that? Now that'll be crazy if that card that I wrote that comes out says we're very close to a physical union comes. That was crazy when that happened the other week there. That card came out with that. I was like, whoa. What's the feminine saying back to the stuff I can't remember, to be honest? I love and accept you just as you are. I feel that's exactly what this masculine needed to hear, because we saw that. Okay, I'm going to put my old shit aside to share it. Our spirit babies talk to me. I wonder if you see their signs too. So that obviously I wrote it, and that is true. Like I connect with children in spirit. Like that's part of my mediumship. Like that's what you've seen when I've channeled the message from the spirit babies a few times on here recently in recent weeks. And actually, yeah, I'm just trying to think, was it long before I even knew who my twin flame was? Because I'm being drawn to her side now. Yeah, so that's what I mean by that. So yeah, everyone else will have different experiences of that, but I feel that's come out because I feel the masculine has been having some sort of sign, knowing maybe they're just seeing loads of shit about babies or something. I don't know, but I feel they're getting like, or just a real strong knowing, or maybe they just want a family with you. I don't. So that's not for everyone. If you're not in a place of wanting that, basically, if you're not wanting children, this isn't yours, because if you want that, your twin flame will, and it's it's. And if they don't, it's when they're not. It's that's what they're saying. It's like this must be for someone where it's not happened yet, and the spirit baby or babies, it says babies, are guiding two people towards each other. Wow, we've really went with the Pluto conjunct Capricorn deep stuff. I like I say, I hesitate to share those ones because I think that can really scare the shit out of the non-committal divine masculine. But I push that aside to deliver the message. Right, so I could never love anyone as much as I love you. I see your birthday numbers everywhere. And in a crowded place, I'm always wondering if you're near. I know you worry I'll see the real you and run. You're wrong. I love every side of you unconditionally. These just fit with what I've pulled. I don't contact you to, and this is what I said earlier, I don't contact you to give you space when all I want to do is be around you or speak to you at least. And I'm so proud to be your divine feminine. I think we'll stop it right there. That's absolutely beautiful. I've had enough of the intensity. I already felt very tired, and now I feel even more tired because I had that little cry. But you know what? I find that really therapeutic. So thank you for holding space for me while I cried about the beauty of the connection I had with my counsellor. I miss my cup of tea and a biscuit. And obviously the amazing support that she gave me, but it's the little things, isn't it? I'm going to start crying again, so we'll just end this. So do you want to give us the 2 cups or the lovers, or because I love can't remember. I think I love the 2 cups and the lovers card. And oh, wait a minute. I think the 2 cups card is through there. Yeah, that's not going to come out because that's through there. The lovers is a beautiful card. You want to tell us anything about this before we end it? This is a long one. Yeah, you'll be hearing from this guy, Eager Beaver, Page of Wands. This guy's coming in with some kind of message. Fun, young. They've been battling, they've been through the wars or at the end of something. They now feel it's divine time. Simple as. It wasn't time before, it is now. And that's the truth. I looked it upside down though, so I feel before there might have been a reluctance to tell the truth or an avoidance. Or could have lied about something, like feeling something like that. But because both these twins have spent time balancing their emotions, and there's a rainbow, a sign of hope on the horizon, and keep looking up, there might be a rainbow waiting for you. Yeah, both these twins have come into a healthy place of balance, and that's why the stars are aligning for reunion, and that's why the "we're about to reunite" card came up. Like, what does that mean? This masculine before was like that. Look at that guy. He was like, I'm not investing in this. Like, I'm not sharing myself with this person. They might hurt me. But they're not there now. Knight of Wands. Oh, so they're progressing. We went from a page to a knight. Are we going to get the king? Going up the ladder. Passionate. It's like they're saying to me their passion has just grown. It's like this person maturing. So, and it did say you and I were too young. It's like somebody's lust has turned into love. Over the years, it's grown, passion, it's something like that. They were confused in the past and intimidated by the boundaries of the feminine. But now they're not. They're rushing in. They're traveling. Traveling. 2 cards, they're traveling. Messages coming. This is messages coming in fast. Traveling. Chariot is that as well. Messages. I get I'm just mind it now. Just same cards. Messages. King. Oh, there he is. King of Wands. King of Wands. Yeah. Wow, that's crazy. Yeah. So it's like, oh look, but this guy's been sneaky about it. He's hiding that. He's hiding the transformation. Look, he's like, like seriously, I can feel the energy. It's like somebody's like being alright. Somebody's just like really been working on themselves like quite sneakily. I don't know why I always want to laugh so much, but I can feel the energy. It's quite funny. Someone finds this quite funny, by the way, right? Union. I'm ending it there. Someone's been hiding how much they've changed, and they're about to come in shock the hell you're going to fall off your chair. Because remember I said about falling off my chair. And they're coming in very passionate. Whether that's through alcohol or not, but my guess would be there's a bit involved. Or you're going to, I don't know, there's something. But I need to end this now because it's 90 minutes. Like, comment, subscribe, book a personal session. Soon if you want it for Christmas. Otherwise, it'll probably be in mid-January. But yeah, I'm tired. See you later.